Cosmic horror, also known as Lovecraftian horror, is a subgenre of horror fiction that emphasizes the insignificance of humanity in the grand scope of the universe. So, no time to waste, you crazy kids, let's just get straight into it. This is in ascending order, and 10 cosmic horror movies that you need to see. Number 1 is, without doubt, The Daddy. So stick around to the end to see what it is. Number 9, The Mist. The Mist is a horror film based on Stephen King's novella, where a small town is enveloped by a thick, unnatural mist harbouring deadly creatures. Trapped in a supermarket, a group of townspeople led by David Drayton struggle to survive the monstrous threats outside and growing tensions inside. As fear and desperation escalate, they face not only the external horrors but also the breakdown of social order, leading to a shocking conclusion. This is going to be spoiler-free, so I won't let you in on it, but the film explores themes of human nature, fear, and the thin veneer of civilization.
Nothing in the mist! Shut the doors! Shut the doors!
We're going to help ourselves is to seek rescue.
Tie this around your waist.
What for?
It'll let us know you got at least 300 feet.
There's nothing out there. Nothing in the mist.
What if you're wrong?
Then I guess that job would be on me.
Who she's gonna sacrifice to make it all better?
We want the boy.
You try it.
Kill him!
The Mist received generally positive reviews from critics. They praised its intense atmosphere, strong performances, especially by Thomas Jane, and its faithful adaptation of Stephen King's novella. At number 8, The Blob. The Blob, 1988, is a remake of the 1958 sci-fi horror classic. The film follows the residents of a small American town who face a growing, flesh-dissolving blob that emerges from a crashed meteorite. As the blob consumes everything in its path, local teenagers band together to stop the seemingly unstoppable creature.
Cosmic life form that hunts its prey. Predator.
I want that organism alive.
I think you ticked it off.
Noted for its graphic special effects and suspenseful storytelling, the film adds a contemporary twist to the original's premise, blending horror with a bit of dark humour. Despite mixed reviews at release, it has since gained a cult following for its practical effects and nostalgic appeal. At number 7, The Empty Man. The Empty Man is a horror film that follows ex-cop James Lasombra as he investigates the mysterious disappearance of a friend's daughter. His search leads him to a secretive cult obsessed with summoning a supernatural entity known as the Empty Man.
Tell him the rest.
On the first night, you hear him. And on the second night, you see him.
And on the third night?
Well, on the third night, he finds you. He finds you. Like a disease. And his message is contagious. The empty man, 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 the empty man.
As he delves deeper, he uncovers a series of disturbing events and encounters increasingly bizarre and terrifying phenomena, questioning his sanity and reality. Despite the initial mixed reception, the film has begun to develop a cult following, with some viewers appreciating its complexity and depth upon further analysis. Number 6, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Invasion of the Body Snatchers is a science fiction horror film that follows Health Inspector Matthew Bennell and his colleague Elizabeth Driscoll in San Francisco as they discover that people are being replaced by motionless duplicates, grown from plant-like pods. As the invasion spreads, the duo, along with a few allies, desperately try to survive and warn others.
Sleep. The seed is planted. Sleep. Sleep. Terror grows. Sleep.
Matthew! Matthew! Matthew!
Like the others.
Elizabeth, wake up! Get you when you sleep. Sit up.
Name. I didn't tell you my name.
Can't find anything in here that looks like a body. My side's nosebleed.
It looked right at me.
You're looking at it as if it was human. It was not human.
The film, a remake of the 1956 classic, is noted for its eerie atmosphere and social commentary on conformity and paranoia. Critics praised its suspenseful atmosphere, strong performances, particularly by Donald Sutherland and Brooke Adams, and its effective update of the 1956 original. It's often regarded as one of the best remakes in cinema history and a standout in the science fiction and horror genres. 5. Hellbound Hellraiser 2. Hellbound is a horror film directed by Tony Randall and written by Clive Barker. It follows Kirsty Cotton, who, after surviving the events of the first film, is admitted to a psychiatric hospital. There, she discovers that the sinister Dr. Channard is obsessed with the puzzle box that opens a gateway to a hellish dimension. As Channard unleashes the Cenobites and resurrects Kirsty's evil stepmother Julia, Kirsty must navigate the horrifying labyrinth of hell to save her father and stop the demonic forces.
The fear is reborn. Because they have returned. Now, they'll take you through hell.
Many praised its imaginative and visually striking depiction of hell, as well as its continuation and expansion of the dark, unique mythology created by Clive Barker. The special effects and grotesque imagery were also noted for their creativity and impact. Number 4. The Color Out of Space. The Color Out of Space is a science fiction horror film based on H.P. Lovecraft's short story. It follows the Gardner family who move to a rural farm. Their lives are upended when a meteorite crashes on their property, emitting a strange, otherworldly colour. This colour begins to mutate the land, animals, and the family members themselves, leading to increasingly horrific and surreal events. As the family descends into madness, they realise the alien presence is beyond their comprehension or control.
It's talking to me.
Who's talking to you?
A man in the well.
It's in the static, it's in the moisture. It's in here, it's out there. And what's out there is in here now.
Everything's under control.
Why are you so in denial? That thing from the meteorite changes everything.
It's just the color.
Do you believe me now?
I don't know what I believe anymore.
Critically, the film received generally positive reviews. Critics praised its faithful adaptation of Lovecraft's cosmic horror, the visually stunning and unsettling effects, and Nicolas Cage's intense performance. It was noted for effectively capturing the story's eerie atmosphere and sense of existential dread, making it a standout modern Lovecraftian horror film. Number 3. The Void. The Void is a horror film that follows police officer Daniel Carter, who discovers a wounded man and takes him into a nearby abandoned hospital. As the night unfolds, the hospital becomes surrounded by mysterious cult-like figures, and the staff and patients inside face horrific otherworldly creatures. As they fight for survival, they uncover a gateway to a nightmarish realm controlled by an evil entity, forcing them to confront unimaginable horrors.
Who are they?
There is something calling them all here. I've seen this place before. Everything has led to this. You will become something remarkable. Change.
Nothing else matters now.
This isn't the end.
Critically, The Void received mixed to positive reviews. It was praised for its practical effects, atmosphere, and homage to 1980s horror classics, with many noting its effective blend of body horror and cosmic dread. However, some critics found the plot confusing and underdeveloped. Despite these criticisms, though, the film has gained a cult following for its ambitious and unsettling horror elements. Number 2. In the Mouth of Madness. In the Mouth of Madness is a horror film directed by John Carpenter. It follows insurance investigator John Trent, who is hired to find the missing horror novelist Sutter Kane. As Trent delves into Kane's work and visits the eerie town of Hobbs End, he discovers that Kane's writings have the power to warp reality. The line between fiction and reality blurs, leading Trent into a nightmarish journey where he confronts madness and cosmic horror.
See this? It's a map.
This whole thing has been staged. You just get out. This is not reality.
It's all happening for real, Trent.
I know this book will drive people crazy. Let's hope so. The movie comes out next month.
Critics praised its inventive storyline, atmospheric direction, and Sam Neill's compelling performance. The film was lauded for its homage to H.P. Lovecraft's themes of insanity and cosmic horror. However, some critics felt the narrative was uneven and confusing. Over time, it has garnered a cult following appreciated for its unique approach to horror and its thought-provoking exploration of the nature of reality and fiction. And at number 1, the daddy of all cosmic horror, The Thing. The Thing, directed by John Carpenter, is a science fiction horror film set in an Antarctic research station where a group of scientists encounters a shape-shifting alien that can imitate any living being. Paranoia and tension escalate as the team members realise they can no longer trust each other, leading to a terrifying struggle for survival.
We're gonna find out who's the thing. Watching Norris in there gave me the idea that maybe every part of him was a whole. Every little piece was an individual animal with a built-in desire to protect its own life. You see, when a man bleeds, it's just tissue. No blood from one of you things won't obey when it's attacked. It'll try and survive. Crawl away from a hot needle the same.
Initially, the film received mixed reviews, with some critics dismissing it as overly gory and nihilistic. However, it has since been re-evaluated and is now considered a masterpiece of horror cinema. Critics and audiences praise its groundbreaking special effects, intense atmosphere, and strong performances, particularly by Kurt Russell. The Thing has achieved long-term appeal and cult status, influencing numerous other works in the horror genre and remaining a benchmark for creature features and psychological horror. Is there a cosmic horror movie that I've left off this list that you love? Comment down below, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.